Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you the best optimization guide to get the best FPS in any game you play and to reduce your input delay. Basically what you want to do first is download this pack. Also, I just wanted to say that I got all of this material from another source and I'm going to be linking the person I got this from down below. You can check out his other videos and other ways to reduce input lag and increase FPS. In the description below there's going to be a media file link. Download that. You can extract it and you're going to take it to your desktop. Now, for step one, we're going to search search settings on your PC. We're going to start a system and we're going to go to graphics setting, and you're going to want to, under here, you want to click browse. And then you're going to go to program files, Epic Games, Fortnite game, binaries, Win64. And you're going to click on the Fortnite Win64 shipping with the highest amount of kilobyte. Click on this, click add, and then you're going to set it to Fortnite or whatever game to high perform. So basically if you wanted to set, let's say for example, maybe like Rocket League or something. If I had Rocket League downloaded in my Epic Games folder, I'd click on that, and then I click on the Rocket League folder with the highest amount of kilobytes available. So whatever one is the main file, you click on that and you make it hyper basically. And for real refresh rate, so basically I already technically have this on because I already have this on technically because I have Nvidia G-Sync on in my GeForce settings. So you can leave this on and off depending what graphics card you have. And this one, I have it off, but you can test on your own if it helps improve FPS or if it does. Honestly, I don't really notice the difference because my PC specs are pretty good, but you can have this off. Notifications, you're going to make sure you have all of these off. So you uncheck all of these, turn this off. This doesn't matter because once that's off, you're good to go. Focus assist off, storage off. This frees up a lot of space. Tablet, never use tablet mode, don't switch to tablet. Multitasking off, shared experiences off, clipboard off, remote desktop off, about, obviously nothing in there. Basically you want to have all these settings off so you don't get pop-ups while you're playing and it doesn't take away from your CPU and GPU. Second, go to gaming. Make sure game bar is off unless you like to use to clip things, but I'd recommend finding a different software. Off. Game mode can be on. I find it to help and you don't need it. Alright, we're good here. Now you want to open up the pack and click on step one and you're going to click cleanup. So you're going to delete temporary files, delete log files. This is going to clean up things in your PC. You want to click on it, click yes, you can run it, and you just click any key to continue. Same thing, you have to run it as administrator though. Run as administrator, so the batch file doesn't work. You want to click here and follow these steps. I'm not going to do it because I don't need to optimize my PCs, but 3, you want to clean up your disk, double click on that. Your disk, it's going to calculate what you can clean up. Should take a little bit. I'm going to skip to when it's done. Alright, now that we're here, basically you can select the folders you want to clean out. So if you have anything in recycle bin, clean that. Temporary files, click that. Depending on what's in your thumbnails folder, click that. If you don't want to delete certain pictures, don't click it. Driver packages, click that. There's nothing in there for me though, so click any files where you don't have anything important, click it, and it will clear out your PC. And it will clean up your disk space. Or you want to disable prefetch. Click yes, and you can continue. 5, delete, catch files. And then this one I have it installed, but it's basically a virus detection software that's free. So if your PC is really old or if you've never cleaned it out, check for viruses or different things, you can run this software. Just open it up and you can just easily scan it for viruses. Alright, so once that opens up, you want to here and you could just click scan. And then it's going to scan your PC for potential threats. I'm not going to do it because I don't need to, but there you go. Now you're going to go back over to the main folder, click step 2, and you're going to click on third priorities, double click yes. So basically what's going to happen, it's going to registry tweak, click yes, and it's going to say do you want to continue, you want to click yes, and then it's going to apply the tweak to my registry. And we're going to click the same thing for this Nvidia one. If you have an AMD or Nvidia third priority, I have Nvidia, so I'm going to run that one. Boom. Now you're going to go back to the main folder. You can do this if you want. This is going to disable Windows Defender. Should free up some space on your PC. You should allow your PC to focus more on whatever game you're playing instead of running Windows Defender in the background. You can enable and then disable this, so maybe before you run a game, before you're in a tournament, or where you need a lot of FPS, disable it, and after you're gonna want to turn it back on. But I leave mine on because I have a good PC, but if you're struggling with FPS, definitely disable that. Now, for all of these, you're going to want to just double click and click yes twice, run it exactly how I showed. Then I'm going to go back to this file. Basically, this can help reduce your input delay in game. So basically, you're going to use 28 hex as lowest input latency, but your game's not going to feel the smoothest, but you will feel a really quick response time in game. So we're going to use this. You can test out all of these to see which one works the best for you. That's what I do. Try this one out, load up your game. 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 See which one works the best for you. Go back to my folder, click for 4, intelligence in my list cleaner. This one is going to help with input delay a lot. You're going to run that. It's going to show up down here. You're going to double click it, follow these exact instructions. Basically, right here, you want to have this down here, free member lower than, you want to half the amount as your RAM. So I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and it's at 16384. And you want to have your current time revision at 0.50, polling rate 1000, and start ISLC, minimize without start monitoring, and launch ISLC on user login. You're going to have these both checked, so when you start up your PC, this software will launch. Alright, I'm gonna leave a picture of the screen above of different RAMs and what free member lower than megabytes you should have. For example, if you're at 8 gigabytes, you have 4 point something. If you're at 16, you'll have 8 something. I'll leave the exact numbers above. Basically, you just minimize this and leave it open while you play. And also, before you run this, you're going to run this batch file and click enter after you run it. I already have these enabled, so I don't need to. But make sure this is run as administrator and access is allowed. GPU settings, depending on what graphics card you have, I'm going to want to copy the settings in there. So for example, Nvidia, I'm just going to open up my Nvidia control panel, and you can copy my settings from here. Click, take me there now, and copy the setting. Image sharpening off, X1 off, FXAA off, gamma correction off, anti-aliasing mode off, background max frame rate off, CUDA all GPU, DSR factors off, low latency mode. A lot of people say either on or off. You have to test it for your own PC. If you have really good hardware, I'd recommend using on, but ultra, I've heard there's a lot of actual latency issues with that. So max frame rate, you want to have that off. Monitor technology, G-Sync compatible. MFFA off. OpenGL rendering GPU, you want to select your GPU. Power management mode, maximum performance. Preferred refresh rate, highest available. Silk smoothness off. Shader cuts on. Texture filtering on. Texture filtering allow. Texture filtering quality, high performance on. Threaded optimization on. Triple buffering off. Vertical sync off. Virtual reality pre-rendered frames 1. Virtual reality variable rate super sample off. 6 out of that, and make sure you save before you X out. Now go back to the folder and click on number 6, disable unnecessary services. Same thing as before, comes to the revert folder, and just click. All you have to do is easily click this. Yes, yes, okay. And it applies it to your registry editor. Also, when you're done tweaking all these settings in the registry editor, you want to restart your PC for the changes to apply. Okay, so basically step number 7, you want to come into debug Windows, click on safe method. Advanced method is going to remove a lot of folders you could possibly want in the future, so I just choose the safe method and remove certain apps you don't want. Okay, so for example, if I don't want alarms and clock, I'm going to click here, run PowerShell, boom, and as you can see, alarms and clock is no longer here. For example, let's say I want to remove your phone. Now let's go to your phone app here, PowerShell, boom, back to uninstall apps, and as you can see, your phone is gone.
Anyways.
Also, you're going to click on this, and you're going to go through all these apps that you don't need, and you're going to uninstall all unnecessary apps. So for example, I don't need this software, so I'm going to uninstall it. It just fails. And lastly, in step 1, you want to go to startup apps and make sure all of these are disabled unless you need them to turn on when your PC starts. Personally, I have these all disabled, so I have a fast startup time on my PC, and it doesn't impact your PC as much. Now for that, simply you can just remove apps here that you don't need or want and help clear up your PC. Now go with the other part. This is a really good one for lowering ping. Click on this, double click, Disable Nvidia Optimization. Yes, yes, yes. Disable network throttling index. Yes. Disable OneDrive sync. Yes. Disable, or my bad. Reinforce network priorities. Yes, yes. And you can also use adware cleaner right here. Run this folder. It's just like malware bytes. It will also clean up your PC and possibly lower ping. Number 9, MSI GPU tool. Click on this. Run as administrator. And you're going to go to wherever you find your GPUs. So this is my Nvidia GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. You're going to come over here and you're going to run it on high. You're going to click apply and then X out. Number 10, performance options. On here, these are basically, so for example, these are just like, for example, when you first load this up, you're going to see it on this setting with all these check marks. You're just going to click adjust for best performance. It's going to uncheck them all and you can check the ones you want back. So I'm going to want smooth edges on fonts because I like having nice text, and you can use show thumbnails instead of icons because it allows you to see what you're looking at instead of just the icon for whatever software it is. But this is going to definitely help your PC because it's going to reduce the amount of pixels and other things that your PC needs to show. All you need to do is click apply and then it loads, click OK. Then 11, so for example, if you play Fortnite, you're going to want to click this. It's a batch file that's going to reset the config files and update it, and a lot of people say it's a placebo effect, but it does help their FPS. So you just want to double click that, and now when you open up, you want to click any key, so I'm going to click enter. Now when you open up Fortnite again, it's going to be a completely new version of Fortnite. You're going to have to replay it in all your visual settings. And again, now you want to restart. After that, be done. You're going to want to restart your PC to apply all changes. And this boosts your FPS even just a little bit. I want you guys to leave a like below and subscribe. And just a disclaimer before we get into the video, I'm not really good at explaining at certain times. So if you guys need to clear up anything in the comments, let me know. Also, you guys can add my Discord, Zorb#7244, and I can also clear up some things in there. Alright guys, hope this boosts your FPS. Have a good one.